Zephaniah chapter 1, verse 2. I will utterly consume all things from the land, from off the land, said Yahweh. I will consume man and beast. I will consume fowls of the heavens and the fish of the sea, and the stumbling block which the wicked, and I will cut off man from off the land, said Yahweh. I'd like to give all praises and glory to Almighty Yahweh Yahweh Shai. I'd like to give all praises and glory and honor to Almighty Yahweh Yahweh Shai. Double honors to the men of GMS who rule well. Peace and salutations to the hopeful elect. This is Brother Boaz on the set once again. Now, we know the times that we're in, okay? It's the time that Esau Edom is going to go down, though. He's not going to win these wars, okay, that he reached, okay? America attacked Iran. That was a big mistake. Okay, that was a fatal mistake to this man's kingdom. Okay, so the so-called white man is about to be destroyed. Okay, and if you don't want to be with this man when he goes down, you have to call on the names of Yahweh Yahweh Shai so you can make it out of here with your life. Okay, big mistake. America attacking Iran, okay? Big mistake, okay? Now Russia is going to have to get involved. Russia and China, and you got World War III, okay? That's what this is about. Let's get it. The book of Ezekiel, chapter 32, verse 7. And when I shall put thee out, I will cover the heavens and make the stars thereof dark. I will cover the sun with a cloud, and the moon shall not give her light. All the bright lights of heaven will I make dark over thee, and set darkness upon those lands, said Yahweh power. I will vex the hearts of many people when I bring down destruction upon the nations unto the country which thou have not known. Yea, I will make many people amazed and at thee, and their king shall horribly be afraid for thee when I brandish my sword before them, and they shall tremble at every moment, every man for his own life in the day of thy fall. So the so-called white man, when this thing goes down, okay, Yahweh Shai is going to tremble many people when the so-called white man's going to go down, okay? So we know that this is the seasons and the times where the so-called white man's going to go down, okay? Seek Yahweh, Yahweh Shai, while the doors are still cracked open, okay? So you can make it out of here with your life when this thing goes down, okay? Russia, China, they're not going to let Iran fall, okay? They will jump in this thing, okay? Everyone's just waiting in anticipation, okay? Okay, turn to the book of Jeremiah. Jeremiah chapter 49, verse 16. Thou's terribleness have deceived thee, and thou's pride of thou's heart, O that dwellest in the clefts of the rock, that holdest the height of the hill. Though thou should make thy nest as high as an eagle, I will bring thee down from thence, said Yahweh. Also, Edom shall be a desolation. Everyone that goes by it shall be astonished and shall hiss at her all the plagues thereof. As in the overthrow of Sodom and Gomorrah and the neighboring cities thereof, say Yahweh, no man shall be by thee, neither shall a son of man dwell in it. Okay, so when the so-called white man is going to go down, he's going to go down with thermonuclear destruction. Okay, hitting this man. Okay, that's why the scripture said John is in his ears. Okay, so let's stay over here in the book of Jeremiah, chapter 46, verse 27. But fear not thou, O my servant Jacob, be not dismayed, O Israel, for I have saved thee from far off, and I'll see from the land of their captivity. And Jacob shall return and be at rest and ease, and none shall make him afraid. Fear thou not, O Jacob, my servant, say Yahweh, I am with thee, for I will make a full end of all nations, whither I have driven thee, but I will not make a full end of thee, but correct thee and measure, yet will I not leave thee wholly unpunished. Okay, so Yahweh Shai is going to be with us until the end. Okay, but he is going to correct. He's going to correct us. Okay, he's going to correct us, like the scriptures say. Okay, so the so-called white man, he's done. He's done for. The so-called white man's done for. The book of Second Ezra, chapter 9, verse 1. He answered me then and said, measure thou the time diligently in itself, and when thou see part of the signs past, which I told thee before, then thou shalt understand that it is the very same time wherein the highest will begin to visit the world which he hath made. The book of Jeremiah. The book of Jeremiah, chapter 4, verse 7. The lion is come up from the thickets, and the destroyer of the Gentiles is on his way. He is out of his place to make thou's land desolate, and thy city shall be laid waste without inhabitant. For this gird up yourself sackcloth and lameness and howl, for the fierce anger of Yahweh is not turned back from us. And it shall come to pass at that day, say Yahweh, that the heart of the king shall perish, and the heart of the princes and the heart of the priest shall be astonished, and the prophets shall wonder. Okay, that's the times that we're in right now. Okay, that's the times that we're in right now. This thing is going down. The book of Second chapter 3, verse 10. The day of Yahweh will come as in a thief in the night, in which the heavens shall be passed away with a great noise, and the elements shall melt with fervent heat, and the earth also and the works that are therein shall be burnt up. Okay, so yeah, this thing is going down. Okay, Yahweh Shai is going to destroy this place. The book of Revelation, chapter 9, verse 14. And the fourth angel were loose. 14. Say to the sixth angel which had the trumpet, loosen the four angels which are bound in the great unity of Euphrates. And the four angels was loose, and they was for an hour and for a day and for a month and for a year to slay the dirt part of men. Okay. The book of Revelation, chapter 7, verse 2. And I saw another angel ascending from the east, having the seal of the living power, and he cried with a loud voice to the four angels to whom it was given to hurt the earth and the sea, saying, hurt not the earth, neither the sea, nor the trees, till we have sealed the servants of our power in their foreheads. So the elect are sealed, okay? The elect are sealed already, okay? That's why this is going to go down, okay? Thermonuclear destruction, the elect are sealed, okay? That's what this is all about. The elect are already sealed. Now you're going to see the destruction now. Okay, one moment. The book of Matthew, chapter 24, verse 3. And he sat upon Mount Olives. The disciples came to him privately, saying, tell us, when shall these things be? And what shall be the signs of those coming at the end of the world? And Yahweh shall answered and said unto them, take heed that no man deceive you. For many shall come in my name, saying, I am Mashiach, and shall deceive many. Now, a lot of them, I came from a group called the Nation of Yahweh. Okay, I came underneath the tutelage of Yahweh ben Yahweh. He said that he was the Son of God. Okay, he died, and all of his followers were scattered. Okay, then you have the Tazadaki, that Negro. He died. Okay, and his followers were scattered. So there have been many. It's been many, okay. Louis Farrakhan, he said that he's anointed, okay. It's many of them say that they're anointed, okay. But they came to see the elect. Verse 6, and ye shall hear wars and rumors of wars. See ye that are not troubled, for all these things must come to pass, but the end is not yet. For nation shall rise up against nation, and kingdom shall rise up against kingdom, and there shall be famines, pestilence, earthquakes, in divers places. All these things are the beginning of sorrows. When they shall deliver you up to be afflicted, and shall kill you, and ye shall be hated of all men for my name's sake. Okay. Now, if you look at the Israelite groups, what Israelite group is hated among all the Israelite camps and groups the most? Okay, you got it, GMS. Okay, it's that group. They got it. They're the ones that cracked the riddle. Okay, they have the testimony of Yahweh Yahushai. They have it. They cracked the riddle. Okay, like I said, a lot of this is just a rehearsal. Verse 10, and they shall be offended and shall betray one another and shall hate one another. And many false prophets will arise and deceive many. Okay, you got GOCC, ISUBK. Okay, deceive many of people. ICIU, okay, deceive many of people, okay. All these false Israelite groups, we know Christianity, they don't have it, okay. They don't got the torch. And many false prophets shall arise and deceive many. And because of the iniquity of abounds, the love of many shall wax cold. But he that shall endure unto the end, the same shall be saved. So you have to endure into the end. Okay, endure into the end. Okay, that's how you're gonna be saved when this thing goes down. Okay, it's just going down. Thermonuclear destructions could be weeks away. The book of Let's jump over here to the book of Matthew, chapter 24, verse 30. And then shall appear the sign of the Son of Man in heaven, and there shall all the tribes of the earth mourn. Now, let me ask you a question. What would make all the tribes of the earth mourn? Okay, why would they mourn? They teach that everyone's going to be happy when Jesus Christ gets here, okay, which that's not his name. Okay, but why would they mourn? Because they're going to go into slavery. Okay, they know that playtime is up. Okay, they're going to go get put right in this hardcore slavery. And they shall see the Son of Man coming in the clouds of heaven with great power and glory. Okay, and they shall send his angels and with a great sound of a trumpet, and they shall gather together his elect from the four winds, from one end of heaven to the other. Verse 36. But for the day and the hour, no man knows, not the angels of heaven, but only my Father only. Okay, so Yahweh don't even know the day and the time, but we know we're close. Okay, because this is going to go down. Okay. The book of Isaiah chapter 13 verse 5. They come from a far country, from the end of heaven, even Yahweh with his weapons of his nation to destroy the whole land. So America's going to be destroyed, okay? America's about to be destroyed, okay? And if you want to make it out of here with your life when this thing goes down, you have to call on the names of Yahweh, Yahweh Shai, so you can make it out of here with your life when this thing finally goes down. If you want to make it out of here with your life when this goes down. Okay, one moment. The book of Yoel, chapter 1, verse 15. As for that day, the day of Yahweh is at hand, and a day and at the and as a destruction from the Almighty shall it come. Yoel chapter 2, verse 1. Blow ye the trumpet in Zion, and sound an alarm in my holy mountain. Let all the inhabitants of the land tremble, for the day of Yahweh cometh, for it is nigh at hand. Okay, so the Yahweh Shai's day is almost here. Okay, it's a day of distress and darkness. The book of Yoel chapter, I start at verse 30, chapter 2, verse 30. And I will show wonders in heaven and in the earth, and fire and pillars of smoke. The sun shall be turned into darkness, and the moon into blood before the great day, terrible day of Yahweh is come. And it shall come to pass that whosoever call on the name of Yahweh shall be saved, shall be delivered. For in Mount Zion and in Jerusalem and shall there be deliverance, as Yahweh have said. and in the remnant whom the Lord Yahweh shall call. Okay, so it's only going to be a remnant of people to make it out of here with their life. It's not going to be many people to make it out of here with their life when this thing goes down. It's only going to be a little bit of people. And I pray chosen elect to get me to get on this midnight train in Georgia out of here. Get beamed up on a chariot. So it's the book of Isaiah. The book of Isaiah, chapter 66, verse 15. For behold, Yahweh will come with fire and with his chariots like a whirlwind to render anger with his fury and his rebuke. His chariots is talking about his UFOs and flames of fire. For by fire and by his sword will Yahweh plead with all flesh, and the slain of Yahweh shall be many. Okay, it's gonna be many. The book of Jeremiah, chapter 23, verse 19. Let's start on verse 18. Who in the counsel of Yahweh and perceived and heard his words, who have marked his words and heard it. Behold, a whirlwind of Yahweh is gone forth with fury, even a grievous whirlwind shall fall grievously upon the heads of the wicked. The anger of Yahweh shall not return until he have executed it, until he have performed the thoughts of his hearts. And the latter days ye shall consider it perfectly. Okay, so when this thing goes down, okay, you're gonna consider it perfectly. Okay, when Yahweh shall destroy this place, this man is done. Okay, this man is over. Okay, when he touched Iran, that's it. Okay. moment. The book of Jeremiah, chapter 50, verse 24. I have laid a snare for the oil, and thou art taken, O Babylon, and as thou hast not aware of thou's found, and also caught because thou hast driven against Yahweh. Yahweh has opened his armory, and he hath brought forth weapons of his indignation. For this is the work of Yahweh, power of hosts in the land of the Chaldeans. The book of Jeremiah, chapter 51, verse 11. Make arrows, gather the shields. Yahweh has raised up the spirit of the kings of the Medes for his device against Babylon to destroy it because of its vengeance of Yahweh, the vengeance of his temple. And I'll stop it right there. I'll get you my closeout scripture. The book of Jeremiah, chapter 30, verse 8. For it shall come to pass in that day, said Yahweh of hosts, that I will break the yoke off thou's neck and burst thou's bonds, and strangers shall no more serve themselves of him, but they shall serve Yahweh their power, and David their king, whom I will raise up unto them. Therefore fear not, O my servant Jacob, say Yahweh, neither be dismayed, for lo, I will save thee from far off, and I'll see from the land of their captivity. And Jacob shall return and shall be in rest and be quiet, and none shall make him afraid. Hopefully edified. I like to give all praises and glory to Almighty Yahweh, Yahweh Shai, Shalom.